Hello, everybody. I am Yomi Kibagami, and I want to thank you for tuning in. And this is Dicetiny. Dicetiny is a game by a company called Fake Dice. And this game is about, this will tell you, it's Lord of the Dice, Destiny Lord of the Dice. All of the races were born in a place of darkness and lived in peace and harmony. The first kings of each race set out on a journey and traveled to every corner of the land in search of the unknown. One day, in the middle of nowhere, they found a divine board created by the gods. Little did they know the consequences this would bring. They had come face to face with the Dicetiny laying on the divine board, and in that moment became the true masters of their own destiny. 3 for elves, 7 for dwarves, 9 for humans. Drawn by the power of the Dicetiny, each race gained strength, dominated the world, and brought unlimited prosperity. Time passed, and so did their integrity. As greed and indolence was about to consume them, the darkness whispered in each king's ear, "There's one die that rules them all, but it lies hidden." The rumors spread like wildfires, shook the world. Their hunger for power knew no limit and brought endless war and plundering. The subsequent chaos completely erased the existence of the Dicetiny from people's memory and brought a fast decline for all races. Thousands of years passed. When the dark times were almost forgotten, 2 great sages emerged and rediscovered the Dicetiny. The dark spirit of one Dicetiny crawled into one of the sages. It didn't take long for it to completely corrupt his soul, or his spirit. He began to call himself dead serious and wreak havoc upon the middle board. The other sage with another Dicetiny communicated with it and came to the realization its hidden power would allow him to stop Dead Serious. He knew well, however, that he needed help, so he set out on a journey to find his way. So Dicetiny is a board game made by a company called Fake Dice. And it's a lot like a game that I played quite a bit on the Xbox, the very first Xbox when it came out, called Cul-de-sac. And so it's like kind of like a hybrid of a whole bunch of different board games, because you go around battle. There's a whole bunch of like pop culture references within it, as you can see from the opening thing. It had like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings mixed into it, and then this splash screen for the title screen here, you have the Terminator guy down here holding up an arm. And so this game makes fun of like a bunch of different games, stuff from the 80s, TV movies, stuff like that. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the tutorial and how to play the game and what the game kind of is all about. Succubus is a powerful creature, especially so against men. You know why. Alright, the innkeeper here will be doing the tutorial, teaching us how to play. It's a dwarf that looks a lot like Gimli. Nice die you got there. Gonna play a little game as an icebreaker? Don't be shy. I'm shy too, as you can see, guessing from my looks. I don't speak dwarf that well. So I like this. It's like the game's not hard, especially compared to, what was that, Darker Souls? And so these highlighted squares make up the board. And so what you'll be doing is you'll be traveling around a certain direction on the board. And every time you pass this center point here, it's kind of like passing Go on Monopoly. You get different bonuses or money depending on the person that you chose. There's 4 different races, or not races, but classes you can choose. There's the warrior, which is right down here, and then there's a rogue, and a mage, and a cleric. So he's gonna teach us how to play so we can win. So when you buy the game, don't dare refund it. I like the little humor and stuff. So Sarah's pointing towards a picture. It's a face. Your hero stats. So these numbers, if you play a lot of like role-playing games and stuff, they're not too overwhelming. But he'll go into a little depth telling about each one. So you got your hero's health points, hit points. When it goes down to 0, it's game over. And that's with both sides, so whoever beats the other opponent wins. And you got your defense. And so when an attack happens, the defense soaks up some of it, and then the rest is your hit points. Keeping your defense high may help you later when you get high damage. Attack points because attack looks cooler. ATK. So higher the attack, more damage you inflict. Alright, action points. So somewhere called mana. So with a mashup of several different games here, it's kind of like the mana in Magic. Your cards have like a certain points that they take. Hero skill uses up mana. When you have no mana, there's nothing else you can do to just end your turn. But look at it carefully before you take an action. No, not like that, you creep. Skill, each of the different classes have a different skill. Be used once per turn. Cruel, huh? Don't blame the innkeeper. He's not the one that designed the game. This is draw card button. So you'd start the game with 100 gold. You can only use it one per turn, so you can only draw one card each turn. It costs 20 gold. And then the D button here is for your dice. Didn't see that coming, huh? So you just move the number, spaces, you hit it. The button can be pushed once per round or turn. So you can mix match, you can roll the dice, then use your attack, and then draw a card. Doesn't matter what order you push those in. So are we ready? He's gonna show us around. So at the beginning of the game, there's a bonus that you select. So you can go with +1 attack, an extra AP, or 100 gold. And those are the 3 different things that you can choose at the beginning of the game. So you select a bonus, and then that will be the bonus for the stage. You go first when the game starts. Ladies first. That's funny. Alright, that's the starting place, like I said. You move around the board. When you pass this again, you get your lap bonus. So, kind of like Monopoly Pass and Grow. By the way, before we move, why don't you draw a card? So, click on the draw card button. Got a skeleton warrior. Well done, the card you just drew goes in your hand. You can have up to 5, but once you have more than 5, you start discarding them from there. Now we roll the dice. Let's look at the cards. You got your skeleton warrior. So he has 3 attack, costs 1 put out. No defense or anything like that. Chicken run, rush forward 3 spaces, deal damage equal to your hero's attack, and all the enemies along the way. No battle takes place after the rush. It looks like it looks like Honey Boo Boo or something running away from him. We got your frog splash, leap into any space along the line. And you do damage equal to your attack power. And then you got a legendary sword, gives +3 to attack the next hero for your next battle. And it has a Nokia phone taped to a sword. It makes it so strong. I can buy that. Let's roll. Got 3. I landed on a space with a minion. See what happens. They fight. So my defense that I did have took up 2 of the damage, and then he hit me for 2 because he had 4 attack power. And so my attack was 3. Enemy took 3 damage. All minions have something called a level, and it indicates both attack and health. I'll try to use one of your cards. 2 types of cards. You got your spell cards, so those are the cards that do the different actions. Then you got your minion cards, so you put those on the different spaces. This time, use one of your minions to take out the enemy minion. They battle, and my skeleton warrior finishes them off. It's goosebumps every time he sees that. I also spent my AP for the turn. Enemy hero lands in space with your minion, they'll go into battle like what just happened. And it just depends on how well I do my minions and spell cards. So yeah, I don't have any more AP, so technically I wouldn't be able to do anything else, so you just end your turn. Watch carefully how he plays his turn. He's good. Boop. So he drops the skeleton there. So I would... one more thing before he lets me go. So if I don't have enough AP for a card, I can equip it if you have any AP left. So I could pull one of the cards over here, and then the cost of that card is reduced as much as the AP spent to. Okay. So like, I wasn't going to use my legendary sword, and I wanted to put my chicken run in here. I would put that in here. It would use up my 2 AP, and then next turn it would cost just 1. So I would be able to use, like next turn I could use my, I would have 3 AP because each turn you gain an extra AP. And so it would cost 1 to do chicken run or frog splash, and then I could use a legendary sword at the same time. And what would be smart is like if I was here and I had the frog splash in the thing, it would cost 1 AP to put out, so I would do my legendary sword first, bump up my attack, and then jump over and attack them. So guess that marks the end of this tutorial. Thank goodness you're still awake. Try to learn one by one by playing through stages. I almost forgot one more thing. It's not gonna go easy when I see him in the end. So edit your card deck at the campfire. So I win. That is Dicetiny. I'm going to I just did the tutorial and was playing through. I got beat on the first one because I didn't really have a clue what I was doing, and kind of got overwhelming. But here I chose to be a rogue. So it's Donald Hong. I have a little like Zorro mask on. That's what makes me a rogue. And this looks like is the map that you travel around. And right now, it only has up through here finished. But on the 22nd of July is when the full game comes out. There's going to be a big update for that. And you're going to be able to finish the campaign and storyline and fight all the way through to Dead Sirius. This game has changed quite a bit from when it first went into open or early release on Steam. I bought it back before I went on deployment, and it has changed quite a bit since then. But anyway, I'll leave a description in or links to the developers like website and Twitter page, as well as the Steam page for Dicetiny. But it is a really fun game. I played the games before they really overhauled and updated it, and had a lot of fun with the first couple stages, but they've so far added a lot more, it looks like, than I played way back when. But let me know what you thought of Dicety, and if it's a game you want to see levels played every so often, in the comments below. And if you liked it, let me know. And if you want to see more videos on indie games and streaming and just different randomness around opening loot boxes and that, hit that subscribe button and come back and watch more another time. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome night. Take care. Bye.